Linking sentences. How to connect your evidence to your thesis. So, what is a linking sentence? It's actually a very important part of your paper, but it's not a type of sentence that we talk a lot about. So, a linking sentence is a sentence in one of your body paragraphs that explains to your reader how the support and evidence in that paragraph relates back to your thesis statement. In other words, this sentence explains to your reader how your evidence proves that your thesis is true. And this sentence is the last sentence that's given in your paragraph, and it's also the last sentence that's given in the meal paragraph template. And if you're interested in learning more about that meal paragraph template, you can watch the video up above here on your screen. All right, so where does this link sentence fit in the 5 paragraph essay? So usually it will come in your body paragraphs and it'll be the last sentence of the body paragraphs. And each paragraph should have its own linking sentence. Now, for this video, I'm going to give us a sample thesis sentence from a 5 paragraph essay that a student wrote. So, in this paper, the student's thesis was moving away to college is an important transition to recognize in life because it forces someone out of his or her shell. They must rely more on their own faith, and it teaches them to be more independent and self sufficient. So, in her body paragraph, she's going to address these 3 parts that she listed in her thesis, and her linking sentences are going to point back up to this thesis. So, here's a sample linking sentence, which I pulled from her middle paragraph, which is on relying on faith, which is here in her thesis. And her linking sentence at the end of the paragraph says, therefore, moving away to college is a transition that should be marked because it leads to spiritual growth and strengthens someone's faith. All right, so here she's almost repeating her thesis in a different way, but she's emphasizing again how moving to college leads to spiritual growth. So she's taking the topic of her thesis and then focusing in on what this specific paragraph was about. So again, she's creating a link between the evidence in her paragraph and her thesis statement. So, how do you write a link sentence? The best way to do it is ask yourself a couple questions. What is the connection between the evidence in this paragraph and my thesis? Or how does this support prove what I'm saying in my thesis is true? And if you're still struggling a little bit, here's a template that can help. State what the evidence in your paragraph is, and then say demonstrates that, and then give the connection to your thesis. So realize that you're taking the evidence in your paragraph and you're connecting it to your thesis. And that is the goal of a link sentence.